Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, hundreds of structures remain at risk from 3 wildfires. Why it's the worst natural disaster on record for Spokane County. Plus, you can make a difference for Spokane wildfire victims. The businesses opening their doors locally as donation drop-off points for families who have just lost everything. And a Kennewick woman's home surrounded by fire. She shares her emotional toll of being spared when others weren't.
And lots of smoke, haze, and air quality alerts in our area. What you need to know to stay safe this week. The News at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the News at 6. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off tonight. First at 6, fire crews are racing to contain 3 wildfires tearing through Spokane County. Take a look here at your screen. Hundreds of structures have been damaged or destroyed, and tens of thousands of people have had to leave their homes since Saturday. This is just a glimpse here at some of the destruction. You can even see some of the fire there burning from gas still remaining coming out of some of those homes. So far, the Old Trails, Fairview, and Autumn Lane fires have consumed more than 8,000 acres and are at 0% containment.
We have known that fire season is a risk every year, and yet this is beyond anything that we've dealt with in this region before. We've never had anything this major. It's clearly our worst natural disaster in our history.
Washington State's head of public lands says there are more than a dozen major fires burning. That equates to more than 260,000 acres. The Pacific Northwest is in the midst of its worst fire season in more than 3 decades. So how can people in the Tri-Cities and surrounding areas help those in Spokane? Apple Valley News Now Zoe Salas shares the locations that will be accepting donations.
I'm down here in Kennewick, where businesses like the one right behind me here and a lot of others throughout the Tri-Cities will become drop-off points for donations headed to families impacted by the Spokane area wildfires.
The fires may be burning across the state, but their impact is being felt here in the Tri-Cities. Following along with your screen here for the times and dates these donation drop-off locations will start. In Richland, Koala Cafe and Resilience Beauty Studio. In Kennewick, Copper Top Tap House. In Tri-Cities Edge Athletics. Finally, over into Pasco, Windermere Real Estate, and Wilco. All these places will start their donation drop-offs starting on Tuesday.
I did speak to one local lady here who has family over in Spokane who sadly lost their home, and she says people over there really need donations of hygiene products right now.
Gift cards for hotels, grocery stores, gas, and restaurants would also be a huge help. Right now, over 600 structures have been destroyed and over 60,000 people have had to evacuate their homes. As firefighters, along with crews from more than a dozen other states, continue to battle these devastating fires in Spokane, here in Tri-Cities, community members will have the chance to help by donating essential items to numerous drop-off locations. For Apple Valley News Now, I'm Zoe Salas.
So once again, these donation drop-off locations start Tuesday. For a longer look at times, dates, and donations needed, just visit applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, time now for a check on weather. Our Stacy Lee joins us now with a first look at our forecast. And Stacy, it seems all the smoke from the surrounding fires just really blew right into the Tri-Cities area today.
That's right, Wendy. And yes, we're down in this basin where our elevation is about 500 feet above sea level. So it likes to pool here and stay here, and that is what you're seeing. Plus, we've had a northerly flow of winds that's bringing that smoke and haze down from the north. There's Canadian wildfires as well as the wildfires in Spokane, up at Colville, and we've had lots of fires here, of course, in the Blue Mountains that we've been dealing with, Central Oregon. Air quality has been up and down. Red, not good. That is unhealthy air quality in the area. Orange, unhealthy for sensitive groups. I'm not seeing any purple on the screen at this hour, but you can just see the icky smoke and haze through the region. So again, folks with heart and lung disease need to avoid staying outdoors. If you have to venture out, you can grab an N95 mask to help with that. Temperatures are on the cool side. Normally we're in the 90s for this time of year, but we're only seeing 80s. And you can see the barbs. There comes the winds. Are coming down lightly, but they are coming down from the north. Your temperatures tonight are going to stay pretty pleasant, down in the 60s by 11 o'clock tonight. But get ready for another mini heat wave. It's not going to be long-lived, but we could see temperatures hovering right around 100 degrees from Wednesday to Friday, and then we're going to cool back down to our average temps into the weekend. So the big story, of course, poor air quality, no rain in sight. We're staying dry. Triple digits are on the way, but get ready for a little bit nicer temperature-wise on this coming weekend. Wendy?
Thank you, Stacy. A Kennewick woman says she's feeling lucky after her home nearly burned down in a terrifying fire that left her property surrounded. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us what happened July 23rd and shows us video of the scary scene.
Gosh, please, my house! Oh my gosh!
Elizabeth Martinez says that everything looked normal when she got home one evening, but when she looked out the window,
I'm like, what's going on? And I opened the door and the front bushes were on fire, and in a matter of seconds it blew all here. Then it came towards the front of my home.
Martinez says that she called the fire department and quickly started to spray down her yard to protect her home. But the fire moved fast, jumping from across the street into her next door neighbor's yard and surrounding her house from all sides.
Oh my gosh! My trees were on fire, but luckily, or my light pole in the front of us was on fire because it's wooden, and then my mailbox was on fire.
This is how close the fire got to Martinez's home. She says that the fire department put it all out before it did any damage. But on the other hand, her next door neighbor's house was a total loss. More than a week after the blaze, Martinez says she's still feeling a mix of emotions.
I feel lucky, and then at times I get that wave of anxiety, and then I want to cry because it's like I'm so thankful, but at the same time I feel guilty because of the fact that my neighbor is going to come home and he doesn't have a house to come home to. That could have been me.
As for how it started, she says that one neighbor saw someone light a firework right before the blaze kicked up. We reached out to the Benson County Sheriff's Office to verify the information, and we're still waiting on a response. Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
The fire also knocked out Martinez's water pump for 2 days, we're told, including as she tried to spray down her yard. On the sports beat now, Pasco High School graduate Sebastian Gutierrez signed with the Dallas Cowboys. Gutierrez graduated from Pasco in 2016, playing tight end in high school. He converted to an offensive lineman when he went to college at Minot State. Gutierrez has played in 2 games in his NFL career, one with the Las Vegas Raiders and one with the San Francisco 49ers. He will compete for a roster spot on the Cowboys, and their first preseason game will be in Seattle against the Seahawks August 15th. Still ahead here on the news at 6, the recall effort at the Port of Benton is moving forward. The new campaign fighting back as some claim the allegations are misleading. And Stacy is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. This is a live look out to Richland. Check out those skies. Very hazy out there tonight. She'll be talking about that and also talking triple-digit temps on the way, what this means for our fire weather danger ahead. And here is your reason to smile. Badger Mountain sunrise, and a fiery one it is. Thank you so much, Rick, for sending in that gorgeous picture. Scan that QR code at the top of your screen to get your weather photo on TV. Thank you to Lifetime Dental.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
If you're seeing this ad, then it must mean 2 things. It's my 75th anniversary, and you're getting 2 tacos for 75 cents. Happy 75th anniversary to me. Happy Taco Tuesday to you. Get 2 tacos for 75 cents. In-app only August 4th.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. Ready to move to the music and savor the munchies? Join Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for the 9th Annual Music and Munchies, Saturday, September 19th at the Reach Museum in Richland. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Featuring live music from American Honey with headliner Austin Jenks. Taste local bites and bid in the silent auction. Presented by Tri-County Partners and Peton Wealth. Every bite and every beat helps build safe, affordable homes. See you under the stars.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is still bringing the heat with the final month of the $170,000 Summer of Fun and Games. All August, face the Cash Cube and grab as much cash as you can and win up to $1,000 every Friday and Saturday. And with more than $10,000 in cash and prizes awarded every weekend, you could be the next big winner. Saturday, August 29th at 10:30 p.m. Grab hold of your last chance to win big. 3 grand prize winners will play for up to $10,000 cash. More fun, more games, more ways to win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Bathfitter knows what you're looking for. The perfect style for your bath remodel with the look of tile you want. New textures, shapes, and styles. Works with your budget, low maintenance, with no messy growth to clean. Quality and beauty that lasts, backed by a lifetime warranty. Sounds like Bathfitter's styles are your match. And with new designs, now there's even more to love. Time to set a date. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Congratulations, Grace. You just won $1,000 for the Tri-Cities Industry Kiwanis Club as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome back. A growing political battle over the future of the Port of Benton is now playing out beyond the courtroom. The newly formed Stop the Port of Benton recall campaign says voters should reject petitions seeking to remove Commissioners Bill O'Neill, Scott Keller, and Lori Stevens. Supporters of the campaign argue many of the recall allegations are misleading and point out the courts have only ruled the petitions met the legal standard to move forward.
The courts have not ruled that any of these facts are true. The court has not ruled that the allegations are true, simply that they meet this particular standard.
Recall supporters disagree, saying the commissioners should be held accountable for their handling of former Executive Director Diane Howard and former Finance Director Alicia Myers. The Washington Supreme Court recently allowed the recall effort to proceed, and organizers are now gathering signatures in hopes of placing the issue before voters this November. If your ballot is still sitting on the kitchen counter, you are not alone. Turnout remains lower than expected ahead of Tuesday's primary election. And after the White Swan wildfire destroyed the local post office there, some voters have questions about whether their ballots are safe. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen explains what election officials want voters to know before deadline.
With just hours before the primary election, turnout in Benton County is sitting at just over 14%. For Benton County voter Shane Vasick, the biggest obstacle to voting isn't a lack of interest.
I get so busy and then I tend to forget about some of the important stuff because I know how important that is.
But he says local elections still matter because they shape the community people live in every day.
Being about the community, I mean, doing stuff for the people, I mean, that's really what it comes down to for me.
Election officials say they expect many voters to wait until the final day and are expecting a 40% turnout. But they say one simple mistake can keep a ballot from counting.
Not signing their envelope or not signing it with their official signature.
So whether you're voting here in Tri-Cities or in White Swan, officials say the safest way to make sure your vote is counted is to drop it in a drop box before the deadline. That advice became even more important after the White Swan wildfire destroyed the community's post office. Yakima County Auditor Charles Ross says no ballots are believed to have been lost because the official ballot drop box was not damaged. And if someone believes their ballot never made it, his office can verify its status and even issue a replacement ballot if needed.
If anybody wants our help, we're ready, willing, and able.
Election officials say it's now too late to rely on regular mail. Instead, they encourage voters to use an official ballot drop box before 8 p.m. Tuesday, when voting officially ends. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, if you are worried about your ballot, you can check its status online through the Washington Secretary of State's portal using your name and date of birth. We'll have a link to that on applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside in Ellensburg, where we're also seeing smoke and haze, but that's not stopping that cowboy out there riding a pony. It is 77 degrees, so definitely temperatures are impacted by the smoke and the haze. On top of the cold front that moved in this weekend, that's what brought us the gusty winds and the dangerous fire levels that we were telling you about on Friday. Saturday was the highest alert ever issued in Washington state, and look what happened. So going forward, we'll see temperatures staying on the cooler side, but much warmer tomorrow. And we'll continue to see widespread smoke and haze through at least Wednesday. I'm being conservative, more than likely through Friday. It's looking like for now. Air quality has been up and down. Red is unhealthy for everyone. Orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups, meaning if you have a lung or heart condition. So that's where we're at, and it's not looking good over the next about 40 hours. Now, it's showing on our Futurecast, our crystal ball, it's wanting to clear up some of that smoke later on, but it's blowing down from the north, which is where we have active fires burning. So I don't see this really being too accurate, at least for now. It's really hard to navigate smoke and where it's going to head to, but we are having a northerly flow that is bringing the smoke down to our area. Overnight lows down in the 40s and 50s. The cold front continues to move through. As you can see, cold air filtering down from the north. Unlike the desert southwest where it's been warm, dry, we don't have any rain or precipitation at all on our Futurecast model there as well. Zone by zone, tomorrow temperatures, like I said, a little warmer. Granted, the smoke and haze may impact some of these daytime highs, just like this in Yakima, but temperatures closer to the 90-degree level. Upper 80s, lower 90s in the Columbia Basin with smoke and haze. Same situation here in the foothills of the Blues. So the 7-day planner, 80s, we're going to jump up into the 90s. The warmest day should be Thursday, and then those winds pick back up into the weekend, which is concerning because, again, we start heading into a weekend that we could see some intense fire activity. Yakima also hovering just under the triple-digit mark on Thursday. Tri-Cities hitting 100 on Thursday, staying right there on Friday, and then cooling down to average temperatures for the weekend. Hermiston also hits the triple digits on Thursday, hovering just below, but you see those breezy winds picking up because, once again, that is a dry cold front, and you can see it just by looking at the temperature difference, and then, whoa, welcome the wind. So every time a front moves in like that, it brings the winds with it. So it's a pretty traditional northwest weather situation.
And the winds is not what we need right now.
The wind is not what we need. No, that definitely had a big impact on those fires in Spokane this weekend. So there you go.
All right, Stacy, thanks so much. Still ahead, a dangerous job requires specially trained professionals. The strategy Nevada wildlife officials are using to help keep bears out of populated areas.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out. Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Now get 0% APR, $1,000 toward your down payment, a 2-year maintenance plan, and 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral. Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
Hi! Hi, where'd you get her? Italy. You went to Italy for a dog? No, I went for truffles. She hunts them, and I cannot get enough. Have you ever been truffle hunting? It's probably jet lag. Tried truffle hunting, didn't find truffles, but I found a new best friend. Next.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays, just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
Check this out. Watch a pair of fearless dogs chase a massive bear back into the wilderness. Their names are Badger and Banjo, and they're considered specialists with the Nevada Department of Wildlife. These fast and furious Karelian bear dogs are used not just to usher wild bears captured in populated areas back to the wild, but to send a message: you're not welcome here. It's referred to as bear hazing, and it's a dangerous doggy duty, to be sure. The department says every operation is carefully planned and executed by professionals. Wow. All right, at least 3 people are dead and 2 injured following a shooting Saturday in Twin Falls, Idaho. Officials say it began inside an In-N-Out restaurant in a busy commercial area on the city's north side. Police say the shooter is dead and all shelter-in-place orders have been lifted. Investigators believe there was one active shooter and are working to identify others who may have been involved. No word yet on a possible motive. Still ahead here in our 6:30 half hour, Moses Lake is investing in its downtown future. How the city is working to drive more traffic and visitors to the heart of the city. Stay with us.
Our Valley's pride is everywhere you look.
When people give through the Yakima Valley Community Foundation, they are investing in our future leadership and our continued prosperity.
Support from the foundation helps local organizations serve our neighbors and strengthen the place we call home. It helps us hold on to what makes this valley special. When people invest locally, organizations like ours can keep showing up for our neighbors.
The Yakima Valley Community Foundation supports organizations that honor our cultures, care for our neighbors, and strengthen the places we call home. From main streets to gathering places, pride runs through this valley. When generosity stays local, communities grow stronger. That's what helps our valley thrive.
Together, we can strengthen the Yakima Valley by taking local generosity and turning it into lasting impact.
Today, tomorrow, together.
Ready to move to the music and savor the munchies? Join Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for the 9th Annual Music and Munchies, Saturday, September 19th at the Reach Museum in Richland. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Featuring live music from American Honey with headliner Austin Jenks. Taste local bites and bid in the silent auction. Presented by Tri-County Partners and Peton Wealth. Every bite and every beat helps build safe, affordable homes. See you under the stars.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Kimmel's summer guest hosts
Tiffany Haddish,
Ike Barinholtz, Coleman Domingo brought the party. And up next, Anthony Anderson.
That's some silly stuff while we run down.
Jimmy Kimmel Live with summer guest hosts on ABC.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, the county's water, agriculture, and energy may be at risk, according to some residents. How Yakima is approaching the data center debate. Plus, the Red Sky fire escalated to a 4-alarm before being contained. How fire crews saved dozens of homes from destruction. Your news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thank you so much for being with us here on the news at 6:30. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin Reed is off tonight. We do have Apple Valley News Now's Stacy Lee, though. She joins us with a first look at your forecast. Stacy, the fires and the smoke, really what everyone is talking about in the Tri-Cities area. And we even had a close call with one of our towers, too.
That's right. The Red Sky fire that we just mentioned here in a second. We'll get more details. This is the hill where our tower camera is sitting. And that picture you saw earlier was the actual hill on fire. It came really close to our equipment up on the Atanum Ridge. So we'll get into the details of that fire. But as you can see, looking down into the Yakima Valley, very, very smoky there this evening. 80 degrees in Yakima. Winds are light from the southwest at 5 miles per hour. Unfortunately, air quality has not been good. And most of us in the viewing area are under some sort of air quality advisory. So again, we want to limit our time outdoors, especially if you're sensitive to smoke or have a lung or heart condition. Just refrain or definitely go get an N95 mask. As you can see, Yakima right now in the red. That's unhealthy for everyone. Air quality. So the particulates are really, really high. Temperatures mild. Again, they are impacted by the cold front that came in over the weekend, as well as that smoke that's sitting outside. The winds are pulling that smoke down from fires burning in British Columbia, burning in Spokane, Colville, all of those areas, all that smoke coming right on down into our region. Look for temperatures overnight tonight down in the 50s, and I'll break down what you can expect wind-wise, fire-wise, and smoke-wise coming up here in just a few minutes. Wendy?
All right, Stacy, now to that update on the Red Sky fire that forced multiple people from their homes during the weekend. Our Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia has the very latest on the fire and what fire officials want you to remember.
The images you're seeing were captured by our Apple Valley News Now Skycam. The moment the Red Sky fire erupted August 1st around 5:30 p.m. John Shea has called this area home for 2 decades. He says he saw the fire get out of control fast.
We heard a fire engine go by, and so we went out and looked, and this entire hillside then had already caught on fire, I understand, from a mower somewhere. And I was so afraid that some of these homes would immediately be lost, because as soon as it caught fire, it was just everywhere. And so, but boy, before you know it, there was fire engines coming from every direction and a couple of helicopters.
It was an all-hands-on-deck emergency. Michael Trujillo, Deputy Chief of the Yakima Fire Department, says the situation escalated rapidly.
Initial arriving crews had a lot of initial suppression efforts. The call elevated to a 4th alarm, which is a significant call out to the county for suppression efforts, home protection, and then some evacuation help as well.
Crews from as far as Kittitas and Clititat counties rushed in to help. Now that they have a handle on the fire, all level 3 evacuations have also been lifted.
Containment is complete in the area. We were able to cut it off. So right now we're working within the area that was affected for any overhaul and any structures that we may just need to pay attention to, make sure that there's no increase in fire activity.
I'm so thankful. They just did a terrific job of getting lots of equipment in there. They kept coming back because the wind kept bringing it back up again, and so a couple times they had to come back and put out hot spots, but they just did a terrific job.
But as the department shifts from suppression to monitoring, Chief Trujillo has a message for everyone across the state. The danger isn't over.
It's a hot time of the year. Weather sometimes plays a role in how some of these fires really advance. If you're going to be doing any outdoor mowing, cooking, anything that could start some vegetation on fire, we would ask that you limit or not do it at all. You can always contact your local fire department in the jurisdiction that you're living and ask some of these questions if you're unsure.
Trujillo says the Red Sky fire burned more than 4,000 acres. He says one home was lost, but thankfully no one was hurt. Reporting in Yakima County, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Trujillo also wants to remind everyone Yakima has a county-wide burn ban. In other news now, Karen Vasquez, a Sunnyside City Council member, was arrested during the weekend.
All I can confirm is that she was taken into custody for domestic violence.
The Granger Police Chief says she is facing charges of assault in the 4th degree. Vasquez is set to appear in court Wednesday. This is a developing story, and we will keep you up to date with more information just as soon as we get it. Moses Lake is looking at the potential for a downtown revitalization project that could transform how downtown Moses Lake looks. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with officials about what a revitalization effort could mean for the future.
The city of Moses Lake is considering a downtown revitalization project aimed at improving the look and vitality of the area. The Downtown Moses Lake Association estimates there are roughly 100 to 150 businesses in the city's downtown, with Executive Director Mallory Miller saying many have been there for years.
Sometimes people could say that there's a lot of turnover, but a lot of the businesses that we have had in downtown Moses Lake have stayed a long time.
One of the biggest pieces being considered is reimagining Singayu Square, including its existing stage and how the space could better accommodate downtown events.
But the way that the stage was laid out and everything it's not conducive to actually holding a lot of events there.
The vision also includes smaller features throughout downtown. Officials are looking at light poles, benches, and trash cans, and how those features could eventually create a more unified look.
Like the trash cans are like a different theme, and then the benches are like a different theme. And so he's like, we just want it to all be cohesive because we want it to like stand out as kind of like the living room of Moses.
The idea is for more improvements to eventually match what is developed for Singayu Square. At the same time, the city is looking at the economic side of downtown and how to bring more business activity into the area.
We are also doing some economic evaluation, forecast, etc., to get a better idea of the business climate of downtown and how we can better drive traffic toward the downtown.
Part of that effort is making downtown more of a destination. Miller says visitors may know Moses Lake more for its outdoor recreation, but not necessarily for what the downtown has to offer.
People think that the dunes or the boating, the fishing is what Moses Lake is, and so it's actually hard to get people to come into downtown because they don't know it exists. And obviously the people that live here know it exists, but the people that are traveling from out of town or that are here for the weekends or are just for camping, they don't come to downtown.
Moses Lake officials hope the effort can make downtown a more inviting destination for residents and visitors alike. In Moses Lake, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
The project is currently in the planning and conceptual design phase. Miller says consultants and landscape architects have been involved in the process, with renderings expected later this year. The Yakima Board of County Commissioners is considering a temporary moratorium on data centers as officials look at how the facilities could impact the county. Many are raising concerns about the potential impacts on issues ranging from water to agriculture and energy use. County planning officials say there is currently no application request or early assistance meeting for a data center in Yakima County, but the county also does not have specific language in its code addressing data centers. The recent discussion comes after members of the public asked the County Planning Commission to consider a moratorium.
So we don't have the water, and you're asking to create something and build something that's already going to deplete us of something that has not even remotely been replenished.
Commissioners unanimously directed county staff to prepare a resolution for future consideration that would place a 6-month moratorium on data centers. This while the county looks at potential economic, health, agricultural, and water impacts before considering permanent changes to county code. Gas prices nationwide remain high amid President Trump's new threat against Iran. Oil prices tumbling after the president ordered a halt to new strikes, giving Iran what he calls a last chance to sign a deal. ABC's Melissa Adan reports.
Today, President Trump saying there is a final chance for Iran to make a deal with the U.S. before what were planned to be historically large strikes.
I want to give them every last chance before decapitation.
Trump called off that anticipated military action to reopen negotiations.
They called me and they said, please don't attack, we'll make a deal. That's the real truth, and everyone knows it.
However, Iran's foreign ministry denying any such conversations are underway. The latest pause, at least the 7th time Trump has publicly called off a major attack for peace talks.
Quite frankly, the threat of escalation is only going to work so many times as a negotiation tactic if it doesn't come to fruition.
The latest move dropping oil prices by almost 6% in the U.S. The president directing oil companies on social media to bring oil prices down now.
Based on a shortage, they're making too much money. I don't like it. They're going to give some of that back to the public.
Meanwhile, Gas Buddy says by later this week, the national average for a gallon of regular could reach its highest level ever recorded for this point in the year.
After August 8th, if the national average is still above the $4 mark, it'll be the latest in the calendar year that we've ever seen that $4 a gallon mark still stick around.
The national average for a gallon of regular is now more than $1 higher since the start of the war with Iran. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Still ahead, a remembrance garden is unveiled in Yakima, how the community came together to honor Sergeant Joseph DiCio. And Stacy is coming back with another check on weather. Here's a live look out to Kennewick, where you see the smoke and haze in the air is really lingering tonight. Find out just how long it's going to stick around next.
Vikings like to solve problems the Viking way. But when it comes to Viking hand, or Dupuytren's contracture, and you can't lay your hand flat or open a jar, know that surgery isn't the only option. Don't be a Viking. Request a modern, non-surgical treatment with minimal recovery time. If not offered, get a second opinion. Visit findahandspecialist.com.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Championship Golf returns to Wild Horse Resort and Casino. The Epson Tour Road to the LPGA is back in Pendleton August 17th to 23rd at the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic. Watch over 140 rising golf stars from around the world compete at the Wild Horse Golf Course for their place in the LPGA. Tickets are on sale now and club members get a free 3-day pass. Get yours at wildhorseresort.com or the Wild Horse app to see future stars in action. The Epson Tour at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
Vance has been keeping homes comfortable since 1986. We've got you covered for heating, cooling, and electric. We do it all. Maintenance, repair, and installation. Just give us a call. We'll be right there. Our professional technicians fix it right and fix it fast. We guarantee you'll be happy with our equipment and service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
The Yakima Police Department held a memorial where they unveiled a monument honoring Sergeant Joe DiCio and his commitment as a police officer. Apple Valley News Now's Tyler Wargo was there.
The Yakima Police Department paid their respects by having a grand unveiling of the memorial garden in honor of Sergeant Joseph DiCio.
This grand unveiling marked 5 years since Joe's passing while performing his duties for the Yakima Police Department after suffering a medical emergency. Because this was the first passing of a commissioned officer while on duty, the city of Yakima wanted to create a garden in remembrance of Joseph and those who serve as first responders.
He was dedicated to the community. You know, every day he was out there, he was leading, he was a sergeant, you know, he was leading officers, making sure that they were providing the best service to the community as possible. And again, it's just an embodiment of what the Yakima Police stands for.
The memorial has been thought and planned since the summer of 2025, and Sergeant Garcia, who served in the military with Joe, took on the assignment by putting together a committee between Yakima police officers who felt impacted by this passing.
But when we started reaching out to the community for donations and people to help us out, it grew exponentially, and you know, so we decided to make it a little bit more grand. And a result of the work that we put in is what you see today.
Local vendors were able to fund $1,000 for the stone path leading up to the monument, which pays tribute to Officer DiCio and those who gave their lives in the line of duty. In Yakima, Tyler Wargo, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, for more on the life and legacy of Joseph DiCio, just head on over to applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside in Richland. Icky. I don't see anyone out on the river. Probably a good idea. Maybe that bird. I would avoid outdoors today, at least, as the smoke's been pretty bad. 81 degrees right now with a feels like of 79. Visibility has been impacted by the smoke, down to 6 miles of visibility. That usually pops up when we have fog in the area, but the smoke is the case. All right, temperatures are pretty low for this time of year. Typically, we're in the lower to middle 90s. As you can see, we're seeing 70s and 80s. Plus the widespread smoke, which will impact our temperatures. So we're tracking warmer temperatures on the way, but the smoke could see some impacts there. We have unhealthy air in Pendleton, Cabbage Hill, Battle Mountain. We have unhealthy for sensitive groups in Walla Walla, Hermiston, Tri-Cities, and very unhealthy air towards Yakima and Ellensburg this evening. So that means to avoid outdoor activities if you're sensitive. And again, our Futurecast is trying to say, hey, we think the smoke is going to lighten up. The more the gray instead of these yellows, it means less smoke in the air. I hope it's right, but I have a feeling that we're going to be dealing with this smoke at least through Wednesday, potentially into the early part of the weekend before we start to see a really good westerly flow. We need some air to come in from the west to blow the smoke out of the area. Overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. We still have a cold front moving across our area tomorrow, so temperatures cool but a little bit warmer than today. Again, smoke could make the difference. We don't see any rain in our forecast. We are going to be dry going forward, and yes, here's that little bit of a warm up, but again, the smoke could impact these temperatures in the Kittitas Valley. Same thing with the Yakima Valley, lower 90s to upper 80s with, again, hazy conditions. A lower 90s around the Columbia Basin tomorrow. Winds from the north, 13 miles an hour. Those northerly winds are bringing the smoke into our area, so I'm pretty confident we're going to stay pretty smoky here in the Columbia Basin and the foothills of the Blues for tomorrow. So for Ellensburg, the next 7 days, temperatures teeter. They gradually warm through Thursday, and then we have another cold front moving in from Thursday into Friday into the weekend, and that's going to bring, again, hazardous fire weather, but cooler temperaters. Yakima is 90 degrees, just under 100 on Thursday, and then we'll see temperatures going back into the 90s. Tri-Cities also topping out at 100 degrees. Going to be pretty hot Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then a little more seasonal beginning Saturday and Sunday. Hermiston also will hit 100 degrees on Thursday and then eventually cool down to normal on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday actually a little bit below the average, but overall the next few days, and it's not showing that haze for Wednesday, Thursday, but I have a feeling, unfortunately, Wendy, we're going to be stuck with that kind of weather pattern. So.
And when you look ahead, because I know you guys are always looking ahead past the 7 days, still no rain chances?
We don't see any rain coming our way, no. It's dry. I mean, this is our dry time of the year. So
yeah, it sure is.
We typically don't see much rain in July or August, but yeah, there's Zippo on the map right now, even for the west side of the state. So.
Wow.
Yep, just
dry. All right, Stacey. Well, still to come in What's Trending, we'll tell you how Spider-Man just dethroned a Marvel legend. Keep it here.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Ziply Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
The facts? Bunching wet pads ruin everything.
Literally.
Try new Always Flex Foam. The new top layer absorbs up to 2 times faster to help lock in blood and sweat so you feel fresh. This is no ordinary pad. Switch to new Always Flex Foam.
We all need fiber for our digestive health, but less than 10% of us get enough each day. Good thing Metamucil gummies are an easy way to get prebiotic plant-based fiber with the same amount of fiber as 2 cups of broccoli. Metamucil gummies, the easy way to get your daily fiber.
Man, I love this place. But when my dry AMD progressed to geographic atrophy, or GA, I was worried I'd be seeing less of it. My retina specialist told me that Izervay protects healthy retinal cells longer and is proven to slow GA.
Slow it down, get GA going slower.
Which could help me see what I love for longer.
Izervay, get GA going slower.
Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam.
With Izervay, I'm taking action to slow my GA, and seeing him out there means everything to me.
Ask your retina specialist how you could help preserve your vision longer with Izervay.
The Hayden Homes Summer Concert Series at the ICCU stage returns August 25th through 29th, featuring country rock hitmaker Brantley Gilbert, multi-platinum rock band Skillet, country favorite Lee Brice, hip-hop icon Ice-T, with the Art of Rap featuring DJ Evil E and DJ Kevy Kev Rockwell, hosted by Mick Benzo and regional Mexican star El Jerry, Gerardo Coronel. Get your tickets today at BentonFranklinFair.com. BentonFranklinFair.com. And join us for the best week of summer, August 25th through 29th.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Good news, true believers. Marvel dominated box office records last weekend.
That's right. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, ranked in $360 million at the domestic box office.
How about that for a start? That vaulted the summer blockbuster to the best ever debut in history, surpassing Avengers Endgame in 2019.
The two movies now stand as the only ones to cross the 300 million mark in a single weekend, including worldwide receipts. Spider-Man Brand New Day, that took in $932 million. Wow.
Wow.
All right, well, the Met Gala's theme for the 2027 season is stirring up a little controversy.
Sure is. John Galliano Horizons recognizes the work of designer John Galliano.
That's right. Besides his own label, he's been with Givenchy, Dior, Maison Margiela. But back in 2011, Galliano's career was thwarted off track by a series of anti-Semitic and racist incidents.
Galliano was later convicted of 2 hate crimes for other incidents. The now 65-year-old at trial blamed it on addictions to sleeping pills, Valium, and alcohol. Well, Ariana Grande will take a break from public appearances at the end of her current tour.
That girl's been working hard. Well, her rep is saying the 33-year-old singer will take a much-deserved break.
But the statement also notes she's been facing endless and ongoing public scrutiny. I have certainly seen this online a lot. The statement was short on details, but Grande's physical appearance and health have been the subject of a lot of public debate right now.
That's right. Grande's also backing out of a theater production in London, which was set to open next summer. The show is a revival of Stephen Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George.
All right, well, Starbucks is brewing up a new list of pumpkin-flavored drinks for the fall. And yes, we are talking about this already. What is it, just the beginning of August now?
Halloween's already out, okay? Halloween is out. I have pumpkin spice on my counter, and I thought, oh, it's time. It's time.
Stop.
All right, the chain says its hugely popular pumpkin spice latte will be back on the menu alongside other fall favorites August 25th.
Too soon. I love it, but too soon.
Starbucks is expanding its pumpkin-inspired lineup to include iced pumpkin cream, shaken espresso, and iced pumpkin cream matcha.
Ooh, those do sound good. Meanwhile, Dunkin' is planning to jump on its arrival on the calendar because why not sooner? With its returning fall flavor drink lineup, Dunkin' says its pumpkin-inspired drinks will return August 19th. Led by its pumpkin spice signature latte. So on the 19th.
I'm
like
a fan, and I don't think it's too soon.
It's never too soon. I say that about Christmas, so I don't know why I feel that about the pumpkin spice stuff. But yeah, it still just feels like summertime right now. I'm not ready for
Don't they
fall.
call like July Ween? Because that's when like all the Halloween stuff is out.
Yeah, we need a good, some kind of big holiday in that time period, because then people, I guess it must be too long for people to figure out what they're celebrating
4th of July,
next.
all the way to Halloween is a long time, so.
I know.
All right, stick around. We'll have one final look at your weather forecast when we come right back.
Why are all these bugs in here? I just cleaned the house. I need a Zevo. I'm plugging in my Zevo cause it's parties tonight. It's gonna be strong, putting bugs in the past cause it traps with blue UV light. I need a
Zevo is 5 times more attractive to flies, working 24/7 to kill 99.9% of bugs trapped, with no odor and no mess.
We got a Zevo.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well.
Jardiance. It's the little pill with a big story to tell.
As time went on, it was easy to see.
I'm lowering my A1C. Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell. The little pill with a big story to tell.
This August, celebrate summer at Moxie Hoptown, USA at the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 days of family fun, food, vendors, kids games, and tradition. The 21 Plus Budweiser Beer Garden features James Beam Thursday, Rival Band and American Honey Band Friday, and Genevieve and Cody Beebe and the Crooks Saturday. No cover Thursday. $20 Friday and Saturday after 6 p.m. Plus free entertainment on the Yakima Federal Family Stage. Saturday brings breakfast in the park, the 5K Fun Run Walk, and the Moxie Parade. August 6th through 8th. Moxie Hoptown, USA. Visit evcea.org.
At DQ, we're double flipping over our limited time Blizzard Double Flip deal. Buy 1 Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
No, that's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got that DQ flavor. Savannah bananas, do it big, do it major. Home runs, fun runs, everything's crazy.
The Blizzard Double Flip deal is here.
Should we tell them to stop?
It's bananas. Buy 1, get another for just 99 cents. Get it in the DQ app.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
And welcome back. We'll talk about the big stories, of course, the smoke, the increasing temperatures as the week moves along, and then we are staying dry. No rain in that forecast for the next 7 days at least. And here's your smoke alerts, pretty much impacting almost the entire state of Washington and beyond. So avoid outdoor activities if you are sensitive or have health problems related to smoke. And our temperatures tonight are cooler than normal. We're down in the 50s, lower 50s actually, and I saw some 40-degree temps up in the mountains, so a little bit on the cool side. For tomorrow, temperatures just a little bit warmer if we get there because of the smoke. And as you can see, the winds are remaining pretty light. We don't want those winds from the north. We need those winds coming from the west to help clear out the smoke in our area. So fingers crossed we get those westerly winds soon.
And light ones.
Yes,
All
and light
right.
ones.
That'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Have a good